I got a new toy. Alright, so I'm going to explain why I bought this. First off, I don't know why I bought it, but I think it might help me in music production. I saw it on the shelf at Guitar Center when I was buying an interface for my brother, which is a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. And he's been having trouble with his audio interface, and we bought the Solo for him, the Scarlett Solo, but we don't like the fact that it doesn't have a monitor for the actual headphones, like its own knob. So I bought that for him, so I'm gonna bring that to him tomorrow. And then I saw this on the shelf and I was like, you know, I kind of see this here and there. I just don't exactly know what it is. I asked the dude there if he knows anything about this, and he was like, "Yeah, Jimmy, one of our manager, he says he loves it, but he only just discovered Fruity Loops also, or FL Studio. I'm sorry." I was like, interesting. And I've been using FL Studio since the Fruity Loop days. That's why I still call it Fruity Loops. And since version 5. So I was like, yeah, let me buy this, dude. He's oh, okay, cool. And he's like, yeah, give it a try, and I'd rather get some feedback from someone who knows what they're doing. So let's unbox it, and this video is gonna be like a first impressions and kind of set up and see what it can do. I might make a review video in the future, who knows. We'll see how things go. So I literally have not opened this yet. Alright, we got some cables. We've got instruction manuals. Pretty simple. Alright, that's it for the box. Let's set the box aside. So here we are. Interesting. Some buttons are more clicky, while the sequence buttons up here are softer, kind of like the launch pad in a way. I wonder why they didn't make that like this too, the transport and all these other ones. Okay, it's small. Oh, it's USB. Okay, USB A. Or B rather, I mean. The screen here has a bunch of scratches on it already. Fire cheat sheet. Okay, these are hotkeys, looks like. Safety instructions, warranty, user guide. Oh, it's called a Fire. Okay, Akai Fire. I didn't even know what it's called yet. I just saw it. I was like, Akai, and I saw FL Studio on the corner of the box. I was like, let's check it out. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do next is set this up and see how well it works with FL Studios. Alright, I'm here in FL Studio. I have one of my templates open. It's one of the breakbeat templates that I created. I've laid out the Akai Fire onto my right just because the USB is on the right side, and it's kind of inconvenient if I have it on my left because my keyboard is like pretty big and it takes up space. So I'm probably going to find a right angle USB cable to connect this to it. Then I could probably use it as I make music. But I have tested it. It's connected to FL Studio. It recognized it instantly, which is cool. And first off, I noticed these are the patterns, like I said. So right now, this is like the kicks. So that just activated all the kicks in every quarter note. or we'll press play here. That's cool. Then the thing is though, my kicks, I have if you notice up here, I have 3 or 4 kicks as my kicks in this layer here. So like I can't just simply say I want a snare, you know, nope, that's just gonna be my other kick. So I don't know how to navigate down yet. Okay. Okay. Okay, right there. Okay, that worked. Then my snares, say every part with there's snare. Oh. So I have to press grid. No, I don't know. I'm somehow in the mixer mode now. Okay, if I press in, channel 2 is kick. Okay. No, it's not. Okay, it's selecting which track my mixer is on right now. Okay, so I have to make sure I'm in channel select mode, looks like. And then here are my hi-hats, so let's say I want 8 notes on hi-hats. This isn't exactly hi-hats. So let's do this every quarter notes as well. Syncopate these a little bit. So let's say I want my kicks to be different. So that's pretty cool. I've noticed up here the knobs, I think this corresponds to what the knobs are using. So if I move this volume knob, it's going to adjust that first track, which is the kick layer there. And the second one is the pan. And I think these have to be set up or something, I suppose. And then this chooses the pattern. Okay. So if I wanted a new pattern, I could do that. Cool. So if I switch to mixer mode, then the knobs will now switch to mixer mode. So I have kick as selected track. So this is the volume, and this is the pan. Is there a way to send it back default? I don't think so. I don't know. Okay. These aren't clickable. And then, oh, this is adjusting my EQ right there. This is adjust the other one. So, okay. Okay, it says EQ, low EQ, high EQ. So I'm guessing that's low shelf and high shelf. And I'm guessing user 1 and user 2 is custom, because nothing happens. At least I don't know yet. That's interesting. It's kind of interesting how this cycles. I'm wondering if like maybe in future ones you could just like do channel mixer or like just have buttons for what you want. I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. pattern thing is pretty cool. But I create a lot of patterns, so I don't know if this is going to be that useful. Browser. Okay, so I'm guessing this enters the browser mode. Which, I don't know what that is. So these are mutes and solos. So how do I solo? Do I do control-click like usual? There's no control, it's just only Alt or Shift. Okay, Shift-click. Click again, and it unsolos all of it. This is switches from pattern to song play mode. So we're playing song, there's nothing there, there's no pattern set. Switch to pattern, nice. And then metronome. So I'm guessing if you hold shift, then you press the buttons where they are highlighted in white, that's what changes that. So this just turned my metronome on and turned it off. So that's pretty cool. Of course we got the record. And we can do loop record as well. So what is tap? Oh, okay, that's my tempo. Okay, that's I find that kind of inconvenient. I do tap a lot. I have to figure out my tempos a lot when I remix, and I'd rather not hold another button while tapping, you know. I'd rather just tap it. What I usually do is I go and right click the beats per minute and I click tap, and I wonder if I can do it like this. Nope. I just click on my keyboard. That's how I do it. So I would like to see the drum and tap swap maybe. These I've noticed this is in the step sequence mode, and it switches these to like what you'll see up there on the screen, and then the note mode, these are the actual, like, it's a keyboard now. So this is like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C, and so forth. And these are the black keys that you'll see on a keyboard. That's pretty interesting. So if I scroll down to like a melodic pattern or synth, so it's pressing it now. I think this is like C3 or C3. Yeah, so that's pretty low. Okay, this is the same notes. Okay, interesting. So it's like... Okay, I probably won't have much use for that because I'm a keyboard player, so I'd rather play the keyboard like this. Okay, in drum mode, I think it's... You can create a drum pad out of this. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. So I'll research more on that. This I probably won't ever use because that's not my style of music creation. I just kind of tap it in there. So like the actual step sequence part, I would probably use more. I probably feel it more. You know, these type of gear allows you to like feel the music, feel the moment, you know, have more of a humanistic side of the music creation in a digital form. And that's why people like it, you know. That's why obviously, you know, I like playing the keyboard. Especially if I have a piano going on, then, you know, it can sound better with velocity and stuff like that and so forth. But that was my first impressions of the product. I think it's pretty cool. I think I can have a use for it. I'm not sure. I'm very old schoolish. Like I said, I used FL Studio back when it was still called Fruity Loops. So I first used it when it was version 5, when we started the legacy patterns, and I had to adapt to not using the legacy patterns anymore. Just in the past maybe 4 or 5 years, and I just kind of got to the point where I liked my workflow. So this is kind of bringing in a new workflow for me. I don't know how much it would help me out, but I intend to learn more as much as I can. I've been more and more interested about single button pressing to create whatever I need to create. Kind of like macro keys, you know. I use that in not FL Studio. I use that in Adobe Premiere when I video edit. I have all my keys on my keyboard on the left side for very specific functions that I use all the time, and it helps a lot. It helps speed up the process, and I can, you know, get jobs done quicker. So I'm hoping this is kind of like that. I don't know if it is. It might not be, but that's my first impressions of it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.